Holy shit, everyone, we're here, it's doomsday, everything's over. Yes, obviously I'm being a little sarcastic, but if you look anywhere on social media in regards to the finals, you're gonna see everyone saying it's doomsday, the finals is dying, player counts are going down, it's hopeless, Embark should burn.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Nothing but negativity across the board. But what do I think? I mostly disagree. Were the rank changes abysmal? Yes, there isn't even a diamond rank, it goes straight from platinum to ruby, because no one wants to play ranked terminal attack. We expressed a light-hearted interest into terminal attack after it came out. We said we wanted an additional ranked mode with terminal attack, and they took that and ran with it 200 yards past the end zone into the stadium and back home, and we are very confused as to why they took away what we liked and gave us what we kind of liked for the rest of the entire season, which is 64 days left until the new one. Hopefully we don't have to wait that entire time until they revert it back to what we enjoy. That being said, there is also a lot to be said about the balancing in this game. While I do think in certain aspects this game has better balancing than any other FPS scene out there, there are other aspects which are absolutely abysmal as well. But I'm not going to go straight into that right away. What I want to focus on in this video is that the finals has officially become underrated. It is underrated. Now, if the FPS scene was less competitive than it was right now, this game would by far be the best in the scene. Now, you've got things like Call of Duty, you have XDefiant that's competing with that, you've got Apex, which is also falling off, you've got a bunch of other titles that have already been inside this scene and thriving for the past 5, 10, whatever, feels like forever amount of years. The finals is still pretty young in its lifespan, and for what it's been able to do after its surprise success is pretty impressive. Embark Studios was not ready for the success that the finals brought after their surprise release after the Game Award. But what they were able to do in Season 1 and 2 with that surprise success was actually impressive, and the fact that their first big mistake came in Season 3 says more about Embark in a positive way than it does in a negative way. Now, I think all of these A-list top-tier games have their times where they dip in, where you go, remember Season 2 was really good, Season 6 was really good, and then Season 3 was really bad. I think we're in one of those really bad dips before we find its identity, but I think the finals finds itself in a bit of an identity crisis. Putting all the chips in on terminal attack this season has definitely hurt the player base. If you're watching content creators such as myself that really like grinding ranked, we went to Diamond last season, what you're gonna see on social media is everyone being upset with Embark Studios and upset with the changes made to this game. However, if you are not a content creator, if you are not someone who plays this game all the time, I would like to argue this game is in the best state that it ever has been for the casual player base. If we go over to the game modes right now and we go over to quick play, you see the 3 modes for the casual player base they have to pick from. Quick cache, like the normal, put the box into the extraction tower, guard it, what we're used to in the final. Power shift, an excellently made mode, also fun for what it is. A quick little easy to understand, defend the platform type of game mode that is good to get on after work and play. Now, what I really want to touch on is Bank It. What they've done this season with Bank It, I think is absolutely incredible, and I don't see enough people covering it. If you are a sweaty player and you enjoy playing ranked the past 2 seasons, like myself, you have gone with Bank It changes completely off of your radar. If you don't know, Bank It is a single match 3v3v3v3 game mode where you get coins for kills, and the more coins you collect, the more coins you drop if you are killed. And when you extract these coins into a tower, you get closer to your team winning. This is the mode in the finals with the most amount of enemy combatants. Now, this quickly became a fan favorite under the radar during the first 2 seasons, right? But the issue was that it was being treated like a team deathmatch, and people kind of were annoyed by that. But as time went on, it became that mode you would go into to warm up and just have fun here and there, a light-hearted casual mode at its core. If you wanted to have fun playing the finals, going into Bank It was not a bad idea. Now, what they've done in one of these most recent updates has completely made a paradise for casual gamers. I was playing Bank It last night, and I hardly ever felt like I had to wait to respawn. I could switch from medium to heavy to light to whatever weapons or gadgets in that class that I wanted to. I could go from grapple to quick dash to dematerialization to turret to mesh shield. I could do whatever I wanted in the span of that game. If I went in there with an MP5 dashing around as a light and I was getting completely pooped on, or I just didn't enjoy that and I saw someone with an AK using dematerialization and I wanted to try that, I could switch over at any time that I desired. So I did, and I had a blast. What I don't think that other content creators and other players of this game are understanding is the importance of a casual community being healthy and a competitive community being healthy. And what I think the finals has done really well in Season 1 and 2 is kept the competitive community really healthy and focused on keeping that healthy, but we've kind of disregarded the casual, not just kind of. The casual community was in shambles at the end of season 2. I think we can all agree that it was completely, it was rotting away over here. It was like that meme with the person holding up the kid and then the kid almost drowning and then the skeleton at the bottom of the pool. That was the casual player base. But what season 3 has done on accident, I think, has made the casual player base in the best, healthiest area it's been since launch, while the competitive player base kind of suffers for it a little bit. But what people aren't realizing is that as they shift, if they keep this the way it is, they keep the casual player base in a happy state like it is right now, and then you bring back the competitive player base to where it was, don't touch this, fix this, you've got both communities with something they can actually enjoy on a day-to-day basis, and that is what the game needs to be shooting up there with the big guns. I'm talking Call of Duty, I'm talking Fortnite, I'm talking anything that you want to play that's on the top of the list, and this game has always felt like it's been one move away from sitting up top with the big boys. But there's a catch. There are 64 days left in Season 3. That is way too long for us to wait for these changes to bring both of these communities in line. Hopefully they do something sooner, but I do think that Embark deserves a little bit more credit than criticism this season because they haven't just been sitting on their butt doing nothing. The casual player base has now have a mode that is exactly what you're looking for if you're getting off of work just trying to have fun, playing an FPS that's relatively new and still in its infancy. So if you're a gamer that's not going to take this so seriously that your life is legitimately on the line if you lose this game, I think you should get on, try Bank It. I really think you're going to enjoy it, and get off after a couple of games. You're going to feel like you just had some fun. If you die hard disagree with me and think that I am stupid and Bank It is horrible, this game is dying, let me know in the comments, and I would like to see what your opinion is and how it differs from mine. If you agree, fly over to my house, to my front door, knock on it, come in and give me a hug because you're the best. And if you want to see more from me, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.